Hey guys, it's your YouTuber Thanks Zeus here, and today we're with a friend of mine, and we're checking out the North Sawyer Overhaul with our trains. So for Hooby, please describe your train for us.
It is called the Frownal. It is named after the great Christopher Ferry, also known as Frowny Toboggan, or Frowny Toboggan is his alter ego, as he calls himself.
Yes.
Uh, what else was it? It is powered by the latest locomotive, part of the super locomotives of the Frowniest Stupid Locomotive Works, and it is
Yes.
hauling a baggage coach, a sleeper coach, a dining coach, a second class coach, and then a cab car at the rear.
All right. Yep. This is the front over here, and as for mine, I got an EMD F40PH pulling 4 gallery cars, cab car at the end. This is the F40PH-3 in the lightning bolt paint scheme. It's got head end power. It's got pretty much anything you would imagine on an Metra F40PH locomotive. We got a cab car at the back here. Turn on the tail lights. So recently I actually just installed this as a plow. I have actual working, like, physical air brakes on this thing. This is actually the main reservoir right here. So 4 axles, 2 traction motors. We also have dynamic brakes that work with the automatic brakes. Without further ado, time to start up the head end power. Just give it a minute. Head and power's warmed up. I'm gonna go head first.
Yep, honk your horn.
The game is very slow right now, but I'll be right past it. Okay, going notch 4 right away. We'll be going on this small, low-lane secondary track. Hooby, you should be getting the main line. You should be getting the main line, Hooby.
Alright, let me check. Yeah, I am. I'll go. No, you should be ahead of me, because I'm slower.
Okay. You have the main line track, so I'm getting the single lane for right now.
I'll try going full power.
Alright, now that we left the rail yard, we can go full power. This thing can go about 70 miles per hour in full power with 4 cars. So we
My
should be fine.
my speedometer's in 100 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, so we just reached 60. We're gonna get a little faster over time. So, while Hooby's doing his thing back there. So we're first gonna stop at the secondary station here. We're gonna stop on the platform, and then we're gonna continue this way, then head north towards hometown. And I think then we're gonna stop. We're gonna go north around to North Harbor, then come back to Fort Worth, then come all the way back that means you're going faster than me. Because 120 kilometers an hour is like 70 miles an hour. I'm actually
40.
at
I didn't know mine. Why am I frozen? Oh, nope, we're good.
Okay, so we're on the secondary branch line. We're coming around the backside to this train station up here. You don't need to do that. I'm at crossing.
Oh, all right. Yep,
Yeah.
I'm at my top speed, 150.
You're actually going faster than me. I don't know how, but you're going faster than me.
Really? Yeah, I don't know how mine is going faster. I'm using a shunting locomotive for goodness sake.
Well, you have 8 axles, and I have 4.
Yes, that's what makes mine superior.
I'm gonna slow down so he can get past us, because I think he's gonna end up on my track. Maybe? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna stop at this station here. You can go on ahead. You'll be the express to North Harbor. Then, like, stop it before until I get there. Yeah, you just go on express to North Harbor.
Is it the track set for North Harbor?
Yes.
All right.
Get initial brake slip from the locomotive. Alright, then come to a nice and clean stop. Just put this in standby mode. So a little bit more on FPH. As for right now, we got because this thing is a gas pump. And although this thing does produce 38 stones, 100 stone squats at like 45% power, but it's still a gas guzzler. So, as for how the air brakes work, they work like trains would normally do in real life. They would mount air brake cylinders based on the difference between the max pressure experienced in the brake pipe and the current pressure. If it's lower, then it'll send the difference between the pressures into the brake cylinder. So coming in here, so nothing is really on. I mean, you can see the brake main reservoir, cylinder, brake pipe. They're all really ever changing, considering the air is just being let out towards the front. So, because the locomotive's brakes are totally 100% on. So, I designed this cab car basically just to complement my locomotive here. And I recently added a plow because I didn't know until recently that these cars actually had a plow on them. So, but it definitely adds a little bit more like detail that this really just needed. These gallery cars, I actually added a new chime. So, yeah, very slow, but that's because the game is kind of slow right now. Yeah, all these cars have it. You open and or close the door by hand. Yeah, and power until we get moving. Okay, half power. Yeah, so gotta wait till we get moving to do anything. And as we get moving, now that the brakes are white, it takes a little bit for the brakes to repressurize, especially the brake pipe. And definitely take off the brakes on the train cars. So for now we should be good. So now that we got into motion. Let's see who he is. He just passed the switch up there. So now we're going to full power. So we're up at 60 miles an hour.
Bernie's being delusional.
As always. So we head back here. You can see the engine control that the engine's only using about 45-46% power to maintain power and generate 3,700 storm squads, which is actually an absurd amount of power. So this thing has two turbochargers, or really two superchargers, except you got a power pump that sucks the absolute shit out of the exhaust, and then you got one that cramps air into the intake. And because of that dual action, it kind of really gets rid of that exhaust back pressure that can't limit yeah, what is up with this game? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. 65. The game's real slow today, so yeah. So a little more on air brakes. So we kind
Ethan, I have to back up. I'm in a improper interlock.
Okay.
Wait, no, hold on. I don't need to back up.
Oh, you're already at North Harbor.
Yep.
Okay, so
Wait, no, I found an interlock. I'll just step back into the station.
okay. Okay, so another few
Just,
cool things about North Sawyer is that there's actually some sort of highway that's going on here, and with actual like interchanges, lanes, and amongst other
hold on. Let me
things.
set your junction switch.
Okay. So you, so if you were like to
Are
go,
you ending at North Harbor?
yeah, I'm heading North Harbor. So if you
No,
like a
are you terminating at North Harbor?
uh, yes. Um, so this this highway I would say is pretty cool. If you want to just drive cars around, I would recommend using this. They actually got it. They actually got it
Wait,
marked pretty well on the map
I
here.
have a signal here that just has basically there's two lights and then there's on the top and then on the bottom there's just one light.
Oh, okay, it's one of those. So basically, it's if it's like an upside down L with like the if it looks like it's going like you start the bottom, then it looks like you're heading up and to the left. It's really you're going to the left.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, they got weird ways of switching things around here. So yeah, this highway it just terminates right here. I don't know. It turns out they modified every part of this map except for like really Harrison and this southern island down here. Actually, no, I think they modified a little bit down here too. They just mostly left this area alone. They should have modified this entire place. So yeah, the there's more of an aesthetic element to this place now, and I'm loving every minute of it. And like, there's so much to explore. There's so much to do. Like, it's not just trains. Um, yeah. So that's the whole town station
What
right
else
there.
is here?
Yeah. So you got you
What
got
else is there to do? Are there other ferry terminals?
there's a lot of boat terminals, if that's what you're asking. Not ferry specific terminals, but just boats. There's also
Sure.
some industry around
Boat
here.
docks? Because that would work for a small passenger foot ferry.
Yeah, so we got some industry. There's an unmarked industry here with like I don't know some infrastructure. There's another one here, even though there's nothing marked here, where those tracks are. So they got Dean Hall. They got other things like volcano deletion test. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Um, they got pretty big rail yards here. They actually changed the rails going all the way out to the sea access. So it looks like you have a tunnel going all the way under through the mountain instead of like around the south side bank. Like they took the time to do a lot of things, and I think it's actually still being worked on as there's some parts, especially around like the North Harbor area, that's unfinished. They might expand the highway here too, to like maybe go down towards like the south west corner of the island. It's all very it's very exploratory. There's a lot of things to do here. Um, yeah, it's fun. So there's not much else here. Um, then I mean, the desert is fun to explore, but it's been like a over a year or two since it's been released, so there's nothing to do there anymore. But as a mod, it's a really cool mod. So I would recommend getting it. It's still being worked on, so when the next update comes out, it I think it'll be even better than it is right now. So yeah, so this is come to North Harbor. they changed a lot about the location in general, because we're coming in with our commuter train. So looks like we're gonna terminate here. Um, we got lakes over here, and Dean Hall, I think, is somewhere back there. What else? Yeah, so and the best part about these train tracks is that like we got all of these interchanges, and like we all have all these different switches we would never ever see in the base game. So yeah, they also took the time to expand this stuff over here, and I think they're working on their own resource trading or freight, their own like freight trading for right now. So yeah, got stuff like that. We got a yard kind of going alongside the main line. We got more tracks going back there, probably for like cargo loading. We got a lot of switches. We got turnoffs for tracks over there. There's so much that I haven't
You're going the
explored.
wrong way. I thought I diverted you.
Oh, it's whatever. Yeah,
I'm
it's all,
driving with the cab car.
yeah. Well, I I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I mean, I think I enjoyed going around. Yes, thank you, Ruby. I enjoyed going around North Sawyer Overhaul map, and they actually have a full loop that's I think is worth exploring. And they even made a cut through track that stops at O'Neill Air Base, right here. Like it has a underground train station over there, but that'll probably have to be in another video. Well, thanks for watching. Hit the bell. If please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I haven't already. And until next time, fairies are stupid.